Hi everyone. We created an app like an year ago or something. It was a telemedicine app, and there were some like recently updates, Flutter updates, and the package updates, and some things are not working properly. The app was also made in and on a Mac computer. Now I'm going to try to run it on a Windows computer and try to fix the problem and upgrade any packages, or if I need to upgrade Flutter or anything. So let's see how to make an old non-working Flutter app work, fix the errors and anything. So first, let's see if our SDK and everything is working fine. Okay, .SDK is not configured. So first of all, let's see if Flutter and .SDK path is properly set. It seems it's not properly set from this error, as we don't see any devices also here, emulator devices. So let's go here in the settings, plugins. Okay, Dart is already installed and enabled. Project structure, SDKs, problems, project. Okay, we have to also here select an Android API. Okay. Okay, now go here again in the edit configurations, click on fix, and we see here that the .SDK path is not available, and the Flutter SDK path is also not available. Okay, the .SDK is also within the Flutter SDK in our case, so it's under C source Flutter. Click OK. Let's see if the .SDK path is found. Not yet. Enable .SDK path. Let's apply the Flutter SDK path first. And now, okay, yeah, it's available in the history. So it's in the Flutter SDK in bin cashier.sdk. Apply. Okay. Now you see we don't see any error here for the SDK. Apply. The entry point is the main function. Okay. Okay, now we still don't see any devices here. If we try to click run, we get this error, no connected devices found. Please connect a device. Let's open our AVD manager and let's wipe out the data from the devices. Okay. Here we still don't see any emulator here. Let's go to the settings or project structure again. Okay, let's try to click fix. Okay, also fix this. Empty dependency. Okay, apply. Okay, okay, now we see this. And we have here in the project structure also we selected in the project, we selected this 1.8 Java version, JDK version. Okay, now we can select any of these emulators and try to run our app and see if there are some other errors. Takes a little bit of time to load the emulator. Okay, the emulator is now almost loaded. We have to wait a bit more. Okay, let's try to run the app and see what happens. See what kind of errors we get. Build failed due to the deprecated Android v1 embedding. Your Flutter application is using an older version of the Android embedding. It is being deprecated. In the fate of Android embedding v2 to migrate to your product, follow the following steps. Let's click here. Upgrading pre 1.12 Android projects. So we have to follow these steps. Okay, so we will read this article step by step and we are going to do this migration. So first of all, just come to this heading, full Flutter app migration. Here you see that you have to go to the main activity.java in your folder. So let's go there. Android folder, main app, source, and then you have under the main folder Java and okay, so you can either change this main activity.java file or main activity.kt file, Kotlin file, or you can delete it and change this entry point in the Android manifest XML. So let's see. So we have here this main activity. This is in our case already empty. Sorry, this is the thing. So here you have to add this and delete everything else, and this part has to be empty. In our case it is already empty. So, and I think this is the same. Yes, so we don't need to do anything here. Good. We go to the next step. The main activity extends the Flutter activity. Oops. Yes. The main activity is extending the Flutter activity. Okay. Now we go to the next part. So the body of the main activity is now empty. You can also optionally delete this file if you would like, and then you need to change this reference in your Android manifest file. So we don't need to do this anymore because we already have a changed main activity.kotlin file. Okay, in the next step, if you had an existing custom platform handling code in your main activity, below is the example of we never had something like this. So we don't need that. Okay. Now, number 2, open this Android manifest file under the source main and replace the Flutter application with the application name. Okay, just copy this here, go to the source main. Is this under the debug? App source main Android manifest. App source main. We have it. Yeah, we have it here. So let's change this. Okay, Flutter application. Where is the Flutter application? Do we have any reference to that? Do we have it? Okay, this is the Flutter application. Okay, now, okay, I simply change this whole thing with this application name. Sorry. Okay, it has to be in inverted commas. So we do this. Now, next. Update the splash screen behavior if splash screen is desired. Remove all metadata keys. Splash screen. Okay. Add a launch style, launch theme. Okay, now they say that in the metadata, you have to remove this splash screen thing and add this in a launch theme here with the style name launch theme, and just copy this line and then add this launch theme to your Flutter main activity here like this. So we already have it deleted as I see, and we have this normal theme here, and we have it in the metadata a splash screen theme here. It is already defined, and then this is also already being used here in the main activity launch theme. Okay, so the next is okay, splash screen drawable, normal theme, all these things are already available. This is the splash screen, this is the normal theme, and this is the splash screen drawable as I have already shown before. And the next is add new metadata under tab application and make it Flutter embedding and value to name Flutter embedding. Where is the metadata application? So we have to find the metadata application. Okay, this is the same application tag, and inside this we have to add this metadata name Flutter embedding. I believe this was also already added in our project. So let's see what we get now if we run this. Control S to save everything, or 5, save all, and run it. And let's see what we get now. Okay, now we have other errors. The lower bound of the SDK 2.1.0 less it must be 2.12 or the higher to enable the null safety. The current Dart SDK is 3.0, only supports null safety. Okay, we have a Dart SDK that supports null safety. It seems that the projects were created using a Dart SDK that didn't support null safety. So let's fix that now. It should be in the pubspec YAML. Okay, the lower must be 2.12, the lower bound of the SDK. Okay, now Control S, let's run it again. Our Dart SDK version is 3.1.0. Okay, but setting UI doesn't support the null safety and no versions of setting UI matches. Okay, settings UI is forbidden, so okay. The lower bound 2.6.0, okay, must be higher to enable. Okay. So we have a settings UI package here, which is not supported now. Let's find some other version of settings UI. Settings UI, Flutter. Let's see what is the latest version. 2.02. Click here to copy this. Go back here. Just select it and control replace this. So let's run it again. Let's see if we can run the project or there are some other errors. Okay, now Flutter Sparkline doesn't support null safety. Okay, Flutter Sparkline. Let's find the Flutter Sparkline latest version. This is the Flutter Sparkline here. We have to replace this version also. Flutter Sparkline, Flutter, and let's see. 0.1.0 is the latest version. Okay, this is already 0.1.0. It seems it doesn't support null safety. Apt-get. Let's click on pub upgrade and let's see what happens. Version solving failed. Okay, pub outdated. Okay, Flutter Stripe payment is now replaced by Flutter Stripe. Charts has been disconnected. Firebase has been discontinued. Firebase core now. So there are many things that are disconnected in this project. Discontinued, sorry. Flutter Stripe. Let's change all of them. So these are the current packages that we have with their versions, and some of them have been discontinued. Their names have been changed too. So Stripe payment is now Flutter Stripe. And what's the version? The version is 9.0.4, 9.0.4, 9.4.0, sorry. Charts Flutter has been discontinued. Okay. Path provider foundation. So path provider is now path provider foundation. But I think maybe the discontinuous packages, the ones that are already downloaded, should work. So let's see the other errors before, and let's see what happens with this at the end. Flutter forget. Version solving failed. Flutter sparkline. The lower bound of the SDK must be 2.1.2 or higher. Let's see what this error shows in Google. It says that uh, your PubSpec YAML should have an SDK 3.0 or something. Okay, we can simply add this here. Yeah. Now let's run and see what we get. That was what was mentioned here. You're using version 3.0. Your PubSpec YAML should indicate that you're using this version or later. Okay, the current Dart SDK is 3.1.0. So maybe let's do this. 3.1.0. The version solving failed. Letter doctor. Let's see our Dart and Flutter versions that we have. Okay. Flutter change. Okay. Let's see the Flutter version like this. FLU Flutter minus minus version. Okay, this is the Flutter version here as we see. And Dart is 3.1.0. We can also hit like this minus minus version. We can also upgrade Dart and Flutter, but maybe we don't need to do that. Let's run and see how can we fix our issues with this project. Sparkline. Let's remove this sparkline. Let's comment it out. Flutter sparkline package. We don't find it. Let's find it like this. Okay, Flutter Sparkline. Let's comment it out. Okay, now run again. Getting to run an older Flutter project is sometimes not a very nice task to do. So chart Flutter. Let's remove the chart Flutter also. We'll add the latest versions later. This is already a discontinued package. Okay, chart Flutter is also commented out. Pie charts is also commented because pie chart also gave an error with the versioning. Let us make this project run and then we will fix these things. Credit card. Okay, Flutter credit card is not discontinued, but it's should be a higher version because this one doesn't support the null safety. Flutter 3.0.7. Let's see. Here is Flutter credit card, but it's 0.1. It's quite an old version. As this project is very old, so that's why we see that there have been so many new versions of each package here now. So we need to upgrade it. Of course, it's not going to work because many of these packages are discontinued. Okay, now this Flutter credit card is not giving an error. WebView Flutter does not support null safety. And no version of WebView Flutter is for. Okay, let's see WebView Flutter, what version we have now, the latest. Enter. WebView Flutter 4.4.1. Wow. And what version we have here is 1.0.7. Wow, too old. Okay, now let's make it run again and see what happens. Okay, wake lock also did not support net safety. Wake lock has which version? This one, 0.2. Let's see what latest version of wake lock we have now. Okay, wake lock 0.6.2. Okay, we already have two latest versions of wake lock package. Camera is also not safe. 0.5.8. And now what we have available, camera package Flutter 0.10.5 plus 5. Okay, copy paste, run. Load more 1.04. It's right above the camera. Package in the pubspec YAML. Load more 2.1.0. Load more 2.1.0. Okay, or pubget or run, and you will see. Okay, now we have Shimmer. Package Shimmer 1.1.1 is being used, and what we have now available of this one. Wow, 3.0.0. So quite some latest versions already available of this package as well. Okay, Flare Flutter 2.0.6 does not support null safety. Okay, Flare Flutter package 3.0.2 is now available, and we have 2.0.6. Actually, most of the packages that we have used before were not compatible with this version of Dart that we have now used in this project because it doesn't support null safe, these packages, while the Dart SDK is that we are using, the version is supporting the null safety, and we want to use null safety, so we will have to upgrade the packages, or either we downgrade the Dart version. So it's file picker. Okay, 2.00 is the one used. 5.5 is the one available. You see that slowly the packages, more and more packages issues are getting solved. Firebase messaging fix does not support null safety, so we got to use some other version of this. The latest, it's 14.6.9 is now available, and what was used was 6.13. Wow, 0.13. Run, and now let's see. So this one also does not support null safety. So I have now fixed most of these versions. I have upgraded the versions. Now provider pattern is giving an error, provider package, because this is using also not a null safety version. So I have copied this provider version and I replace it. And let's see what happens with our app now. Let's see if we'll be able to run it using these latest versions. Okay, we don't have this not null safe package error now. Most of our dependencies seem to be solved. Launching the app on the Android SDK. Let's see if the app will be launched, or we will have some errors because we have also switched off or commented some graph related packages in our Flutter app or Flutter project. Let's see. We will fix that if needed. Still waiting. No problems also shown so far. think this is an older error with the shimmer package. Yeah, this is already clear this. And where is the run? Yeah. Okay, it seems to have moved forward a bit. Yes, we have some errors now. Build completed with 2 failures, so at least our package dependencies are all solved. In case we want to solve these remaining chart packages, but let's solve first this error with the Gradle. So it says that camera Android, a problem evaluating the camera Android. Okay, something wrong with the camera package maybe. Let's see this error. Camera Android. No signature method is applicable for argument type. Let's see, what's this error? Error. So, but are we using camera Android project as a package as well? We are using any such package? No, we are using only the camera package. Okay, not able to figure out so far what this error is about. It says something with the compiled SDK version. Let's see what is our compiled SDK version in the build Gradle. Let's change it to a little bit higher. Let's make it 33. Minimum SDK version is 21. Okay, let's run again. Compile SDK version is not specified. Just copy this and find this. This error might be related to our camera package that we use here in our pubspec YAML. And the camera package, let's see if the camera package that we are using is latest. It's camera Flutter. Okay, 0 point, it's already, and maybe there is some platform specific code that we missed. For Android, minimum SDK version should be 9.21 here. Okay, as versions here, the lifecycle changes are no longer handled by the plugin. This means that developers are now responsible to control the camera resources when lifecycle state is updated. Handle lifecycle states. Camera access denied. Maybe we need to do these things. Let's see if there is something like that. Handling lifecycle changes can be done by overriding did change. Let's see if we have some file like this. Find in files. Find this in the whole project. We don't have anything like this. Okay. Let's do Flutter clean. Here are some old files in the project that are causing this problem while downloading the old package related files. So Flutter clean we did already. Let's do it again. Now Flutter get this latest version of the package again. And now let's run the app again and let's see if we have this error. Okay, we still have this error. This line says something like, we are invoking this substring function on a null object somewhere. I don't know where are we doing this. Okay, we are doing it here. Camera gallery. We are doing it at many places. So maybe we should do it like opposite, that which is not null, Let's find all again. Where is it? Find all, yeah. Let's find it there. Find let's do it again here. Do it here as well. Let's do it here as well. And let's do it in this last file. We have substring at many places on this file, it seems. So let's do it here. Let's do it here. This is already done. Okay. And let's do it here. So all of this is, let's try it again. So at least this one, this issue we resolved. So we still have the problem. Let's see if our Android SDK is updated. Okay, actually we have a lot of errors because of these null checks now, because we have used now null safety, and we have to fix these errors one by one. Non-nullable instant field, if we do it like this problem should go. Yes. Non-nullable instance field tab controller. Where is that instance field tab controller? Okay, let's. Key can't have a value of null because of its type, but the implicit default value is null. Okay, so we can say it, we call it required maybe. Or we can do it something like this. We can make it optional. Okay, let's go ahead. The controller must be initialized. Use the required keyword. Not required annotation. Okay. Required keyword is used now. Not the required annotation. Okay. Can't have a null value because of its type. Okay. Right. Cannot have a null value because of its type, but the impact is okay. Required. So in this way, we can slowly remove all these errors. We can see what parameter is optional, what value is required, and based on that, we can solve all these issues one by one. So that's how most of our errors in this project will be solved.